standing there just staring at you
Just
again.
at the far end
just
of
like that burger contest going, let me in. Let me in.
Welcome to A Pint and Two Shots, coming to you from the G4 podcast studio, with part-time pundit and average actor Stephen Purden, and bringing a wealth of knowledge and questionable patter, it's our no-nonsense dafty Chris Toal. Completing our front three, it's the man himself, all the way from the tap end of Stevenson, it's Grado!
Welcome to A Pint and Two Shots. It's a podcast, it's a football podcast. We're live here in Wishaw in the G4 Claim Studios. We've got Shellsuit Bob, no here today. He's away down at River City. He's very, very busy. We've got Chris Toal feeling a wee bit under the weather. How are you, son?
No feeling great.
No, you don't look it.
Thanks.
And I've just been down to the toilet where you've just been barking. Disgusting, Chris. You've incriminated my nasal path. Absolutely disgusting, but I've been there, mate.
It was deep crimson.
It was bloody deep crimson. What's wrong with you, man?
Mate, I'm not feeling well, man. Honestly. My stomach is giving me jip.
Oh no.
Jip.
I've been really bad the last week. Really, really bad.
Aye.
See, remember I was telling you about eating that vegan food? See, ever since then, I'm not saying it's because of the vegan food, but mate, I've been getting up 4:30 in the morning, mega stomach cramps, and
Aye.
it's really
Do you know what I think it is?
death-defying. What?
The vapes. I'm not even kidding on.
But why would that start now?
Because they're poisoning us deliberately. I'm done. I've not even got one with me.
Did you
Chucked
give it up?
away. Aye, I've chucked it, man.
I tell you, I gave it up 2 weeks ago. Did I tell you?
Aye.
Did I say this last week?
Aye.
Did
I
I?
think you did mention it, aye.
I lasted
you,
3
you-
years.
You mentioned it and then whipped out that four pack.
Aye, whipped out the rocket launcher.
That's still gone. Goes like the hammers of hell, that one. The Vaportron 5000. But mate, I put it in the bin. I thought, that's me by it. And
Aye.
on it, the first two, totally fine. Wasn't missing it. Fell asleep on the couch, woke up. Oh, I need this.
See, I don't have an addictive personality that way.
That's lucky.
Neither I do, which is a lucky thing. I tend to be able to take or leave anything. So, like, if I decide I'm done with something, that's me. I'm done
Even
with it.
smack?
Well, that was the hardest one to come off.
Aye.
But once I got there,
Aye.
you know, as you can tell by my svelte figure, I've had my troubles with the brown.
With the brown, you sure have, brother. Fucking God, but that smelled in the stair.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
anyway, man, it's good to see you, mate. As I
You
say,
too.
you put a smile on my face.
What's been happening?
Not much. I'm trying to think.
Been announced for TN or Impact Wrestling. It's called now. Eh?
Aye, Joe Hendry's coming along to film something.
Is he?
Do you know Joe Hendry? Joe Hendry, local hero.
Say his name and he appears.
He's funny. By the way, used to. He's
You know
funny. He's a funny guy.
Joe Hendry.
Greco's not listening. He's doing his fucking emails. What? I'm googling. Oh, sorry, Jamie.
Googling Joe Hendry.
Sorry, Jamie.
Do you know Joe Hendry made his ICW in a sketch that I was in? And a wee vignette that I was in.
Do you know that back in the day I done a food eating contest with him, right? And it was a cheeseburger thing. And do you know he was taking it pure serious, and
Did
it was
he wipe
annoying
the
me.
floor with you?
Like, do you know, like, because he was just coming up, right? And obviously at the time I was quite popular and stuff like that, and he wanted to be the next big thing in wrestling. And
Many times have you heard that?
Oh,
He's doing alright for himself.
he's
man.
brilliant. But see, when he was eating this cheeseburger, right, he was got this, like, he was pure like, say that's me, right? He was pure and staring me out
Aye.
as if to say,
Do you know something? You don't really eat a lot either, don't you not?
so I can eat all day,
Aye.
but at the one time I can get full up dead easy.
Aye.
So I can eat something and then in half an hour I can go, right.
I'll tell you something, you never made a fucking dent in that burger, didn't you not?
No, I never. But
What is it, like three pounds of beef or something?
it was
like
one
that?
of the big, massive, like...
You need to make a special bun for him or what?
Jim Cornette was there as well. I think he was kind of showing after him and all. Like, check me, I can eat cheeseburgers.
Oh, Corny.
I'm off my head. Do you know what I mean?
Check me out.
He was going.
Oh, cheeseburger. Local chip shop.
But do you know that way? Like, as soon as like he finished his last bit of burger, he slammed it down like that and pure stared at me as if to say, "I'm coming for you."
That's me.
Aye.
That top rope is mine now.
I
Grads.
was on the ropes. The burger.
Oh, man.
So Bob is currently acting.
He's O'Hara out. He's nut.
Yes. So he's doing River City. Disappointing.
Ah, come on. You know the script.
You know what I'm saying? He does know his script. You know, Bob has a memory.
Looks at a page once and he's got it down.
Unreal.
That's what terrifies me.
Right.
Learning scripts.
Aye.
I am brutal at it, man.
So see, I remember I met a guy, right, I done a thing for, the first time I ever done something on the telly was with Rav Lawrence. It was a thing called, by the way, tell me if I'm repeating a story. I feel as if I did this, right?
Tell me about the Sonny.
The Sonny. And there was
some big names.
my first, there was
Stephen, big hitters in
Stephen McCall, who's been in like...
Aye. Band of Brothers.
Was he in that?
He was in
Aye, and he was in, what was the Barber one with Robert Carlyle and stuff like
that? Trainspotting.
I can't think, right, but he's been a bit, and I remember him learning his line, like he was looking at his lines on the day and he went, now this is my first time exposed to telly, and he's going, I learn my lines on the day. He's like, I come in, I look at the call sheet, I just like last minute, you can learn it on the day, and that's always stuck with me, right? It always stuck with me. So I'd try and learn lines at night, and then I go, fuck it, just do what Stephen McCall does and learn it on the day. And then I met him at an audition last year.
Aye.
And I went...
he got it.
No, funny enough, you know, he was going for a different part. And I went, remember that time you told me my first time I ever done telly about learning the script on the day? He went, I was talking shite. He was like, you need to learn the script. That's the number one thing you've got is... You need to learn
knowledge of the script.
The knowledge of the script. And I was like, yeah, bastard, I fell for that for years. I've always just learned it on the day.
You ever heard the story about they done to him in Band of Brothers?
No.
Right, so his character...
This is Stephen McCall's brother was in Limmy?
Aye, Paul McCall's his brother. Aye, so anyway, he was on Band of Brothers, and it was Spielberg that done Band of Brothers, wasn't it?
Aye.
Yes.
Was it? Aye. Well, I'm not sure if it was Spielberg or not that done this to him, right? So the thing is, all the actors, none of them are talking to him or anything like that, like pure shunning him. Nobody spoke a word to him the whole time that he was filming the show. And he done the show. Have you seen Band of Brothers?
A couple of episodes.
It's incredible, mate.
It's good, isn't it? It's before its time, innit?
Aye, that was really the
first kind of series.
Aye, the first like binge watch kind of one. But he like it was a year later, and they done a cast reunion, and he was like, none of these fuckers even bothered their arse with me. I don't know if I'm going to go or not. And they're like, listen, his agent or whoever's like, you should go. Just go. It's a massive thing. It was a huge show. You should be proud of the work that you've done on it and all that. So he turned up and everybody's like, all right, how you doing? He's like, you never spoke a word to me. Like, what are you talking about? Do you not know? He's like, do I not know what? The director took them all aside separately and says, don't speak to him. Purely because his character was such a gruff, angry person. The director done that to get that performance out of him.
Wow.
Mate, I'd have kicked his fucking head off. Spielberg or no Spielberg, do you know what I mean? Imagine being in that working environment where nobody's talking to you.
That's a horrible feeling.
And I understand, obviously, there's people that are like method actors that like that sort of thing, but that would have toasted me.
Did you ever move schools when you were younger?
No, mate.
Because could you imagine that, the fear of going to another class? I remember, that is a horrible feeling. I remember, so in Stevenson there was Hykes in St John's, right? But there was also a big community centre. And the community centre would put on a disco every other month. And I remember my cousin Gary, who I've spoken about before McDonald's, to go on a Friday night to go to the party, the disco at the community centre. And so my uncle took us, and I was like, we're going the wrong way. And he ended up taking us to St John's, and it was a St John's disco.
Disco.
Right?
Aye.
And I was at this school disco.
You were at the school?
But I'm at the school across the road. That was the most horrible experience. Do you know what I mean? Like going to a school disco, a school that you don't attend. Never mind the one right across the road. Do you know what I mean? When it was like, and honestly,
did they let you in with your sash on?
100, 100, 100, 100.
100% of your claims, G4 claims. If you've been in an accident that hasn't been your fault, maybe someone's drove into the back of you outside Glasgow Fort. Get in touch with Nicole, Jamie, Ben, Grant, Greg, Al,
Lorraine.
Beth,
Robin.
Lorraine,
Beth.
Call Lorraine.
Robin.
Call Lorraine at G4
Call
Claims.
Lorraine whenever you need G4.
Call Lorraine on 01698767172.
What was that number
I
again?
said it wrong. 01698
767 172 767 172.
Don't go to another insurance. If it's not your fault, you gotta call the girls.
Don't phone your own insurance, cause they will take a big wedge out for you.
And with G4, you get a like for like.
Like for like.
Vehicle
like.
replacement.
So
Like
if
for
you're
like.
driving a fancy car, you get a fancy car. But
Like
if you're
for like.
driving a Shanner, you get a Shanner.
Call G4 whenever you need them.
Call G4.
Because they make claims easy.
Not at fault claims made easy.
Yeah.
G4 claims.
Like for like. As bad as the first time I went to BB's, man, and somebody sneezed in my face.
Oh, mate.
Like the first, like he's just like, "It's your first night." I was like, and he went,
Deliberately?
he just
That's
sneezed in my
worse than
face.
Band of Brothers. Jeez, oh.
He went, "It's your first night." I went, and he went, fucking snorters in my face.
And chased you into Asda. Oh, what a fucking time it was growing up, eh? Brutal. Brutal. I don't really have any sort of stories like that when I was a kid.
Did you ever go to the with the brownies?
I went to BB's twice
Did you?
because it was football.
BB's was good, mate. We were out every night. We were out Tuesday. Right, that was the kind of get together and all that. Salute the
That's when you
Union
learned
flag.
your flute and all that.
Aye, right. Eat tablet, play the PlayStation. All this kind of carry on. Wednesday we played football training. Right. And we had a good team, mate. We had a really good team. Friday night we would either go to the bowl, the swimming, the dry ski slope. We'd have something on a Sunday or not. I love the BB. I loved it.
Christ almighty, your mum wouldn't have needed to bother paying for babysitters.
That's it. I was out every night of the week.
With the
Every night.
BBs?
Did you never go to karate or judo or anything like that?
I was on dab hand at the old karate Grado.
Did you not go into wee clubs, no?
I used to go swimming every Wednesday.
Right.
Every Wednesday I would
Are you
go
a good
swimming.
swimmer?
Aye, I'm actually me and
Are
my,
you?
aye, me and my big mate Feds used to go every Wednesday after
It's
school.
fascinating.
And we would either go to the ordinary wee Olympic kind of pool thing, or we would go to
The wee pool.
the time capsule that had the waves and all that shit.
Oh,
And on a Wednesday they used to do wacky waves, right? Which they would turn it up to like 11.
yeah.
Mate, I'm surprised I survived it.
I'm surprised you were even allowed. I know.
Listen,
But did you not say that
I'm
you nearly
like a fucking
died?
tadpole, mate.
But Tadpole. Did you not nearly
Die
die
in the time capsule?
capsule?
Aye, mate, I did, aye.
Was that in football daft you told that? What happened
I
again?
don't know if it was football daft or no. Have you heard this story?
I don't ever remember hearing it on here.
Right, so basically it was one of the Wednesdays that we were there and after school, and we went in, and the time capsule's got a big like oval section. It's called the river rapids, like the water spins round
Yeah.
and drags you around. So I was in that. It was quite high, but like it was kind of paddling kind of thing.
Paddling away.
Aye. And the next thing, this big heavy set woman, right?
Was it her you met in Benidorm?
She's coming. I've not even been to Benidorm.
What was the Benidorm? What was it?
Ben Medina.
Benidorm.
I don't know what you're talking about. Right, so she's coming down the stairs, Ben, right? Yeah. And she doesn't like where she's going, and she just plops herself in right on top of me, right? And I get stuck in. I get stuck in between her legs, right? So mental, really. Like you're laughing, right? But
You get stuck in between her
I
legs.
was stuck in between her legs.
In the
right?
wave machine.
Aye, and she was that big. I don't think she noticed that I was there, right?
She didn't notice that
I
you
was only about 12 or 13 or something like that, right? So I'm going round and I'm like to myself, well, this is it.
You just thought that this was...
This is it. This is how I go.
Aye.
I die in between a fat woman's legs
Did you...
in the fucking river rapids in the time capsule in Coat Bridge.
Did you not consider biting her?
Well, that's what I done.
Or did you bite her?
I never bit her. I get my nails and I dug my nails into the inside of her thigh as hard as I could, right? And she went mental. She went mental at me. she nearly drowned me to death.
Aye.
And she's raging because I've nipped her thing me. And the lifeguard and all of that, she was going mad and like she was She was going for me and all that. And the man put her out. Don't get me wrong, I was absolutely fucked. Do you know what I mean? I thought that was it.
Leave the pool now.
You take yourself out the way you come in, up these steps.
That's young Christopher. He's in here every Wednesday night with feds.
Never.
Paddle him in. He's near him to
Listen, never a cross word with that boy.
Aye.
Aye, but honest to God, man, that was the closest I've ever came to death. I thought I was a goner.
That woman can home and telling folks you get put out the pool.
Well, do you know what? Hell fucking slap it into her.
Well, this is it. You learn. You live and you learn.
But do you know what? It was a close call. I'm not going to lie.
Is the big hairy man still there in time capsule?
The guy with the spear? Aye. Well, I think so. I've not been in that pool in a long time.
Do you still go to swimming?
Me and Keane go from time to time. Aye. So we do. Mate, you'd be impressed by me swimming.
I think we should go swimming then.
You want to go swimming for Patreon?
Yeah, you can't film with the rains in the water. No?
Can if we hire it out. Many hour means. Surely we've got somebody that's got a hot tub.
Sorry, I'm just getting to it for today. Sorry about that.
We've got somebody that's got a hot tub big enough to qualify.
Who's got that?
I don't know. Surely somebody.
There will be somebody.
You know Billy Corgan and that?
Have you ever been? I've never been fascinated by jacuzzi at the back door.
Nah.
There was a thing. I mind phoning every day during
Mate,
lockdown.
you phoned me and asked me if there was anywhere I could get one.
A lazy
Remember?
spa. Mm-hmm.
Well, do you know what? They're going for Toppings now.
My next door neighbour have got a lazy spa and they're out in it morning, noon and night. They love it. They love it. So they do.
I love it at like, see when you
Oh, you got one?
No, I have one. Fuck off.
But at least
You still even get a bath.
See when you go away to like a wee cabin and you rent a cabin, it's got like a jacuzzi
Aye,
inside a wee
aye. Once you
That's
get a couple of
good.
drinks in you, you're like that. Jacuzzi, eh?
Aye.
But see, the
Right
thing
before
is,
my wedding, we were in the jacuzzi for a good 4 hours.
well, see that, like you're saying, you've got access to it there. See, when you were phoning about asking for it, they were about 600 odd quid.
Whatever.
Right? B&Q the now's doing them for 230, and it's a 6-man one, so it's a like the big one.
Oh, 6 berth. Do you know? I tell you what. See,
Where do you drain it? How do you drain it?
that's a good point. Don't know.
You just need to let the water go into your garden.
Christ knows. But see, when we're talking about things like this, do you remember like just that first lockdown? Scarless, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Just the sun shining every day. And
Bring on a pandemic, man. Sure. Hot weather.
but
Don't
it
need want to
was-
work.
I mean, I just remember like every night and getting a Just Eat and.
You do that anyway.
What was it you said in the chat there?
Well, I met somebody who Disney.
Name no names, obviously.
No naming any names, but they told me that because I asked this person, "Where do you get your messages?"
Aye.
And this person went, "I don't go messages." And I says, "Well, what do you do for eating?" And they said that they get takeaway every night. Every night.
I couldn't do that purely because I get fed up.
Sometimes you just want
A roast chicken dinner,
a roast chicken, a chicken Kiev,
a cottage pie.
cottage pie, which I made recently.
I know.
Oh, my trifle. You don't like trifles, do you?
No, a trifle hand.
And I know a trifle horn. I love that. I know a trifle horn.
I'm not a trifle horn.
I'm not. I'm not a big cheese horn. Marian's made a sweet tooth.
She's a man. She likes her apple crumble. You know. Me personally, I can take her. Leave
I
it.
can take and leave it.
I've not got an addictive personality that way.
Very rarely do I take a notion for a trifle.
I know she.
What's your wee notion for a trifle?
Oh, I've done all. Is there any dessert places in Just Eat? See if we can get a trifle. A trifle delivered.
Mate, you ever watched this programme years ago, man? It was this. I would love to be able to find it. It was these folk called the Channels.
The Channels.
And the young lassie was about 25 staying, and she went in for the X Factor auditions, and her father made her dress, right? She get up, right? Mate, so there was a programme called Meet the Channels, and honest to God, it was brilliant. It was about 6 of them, and every one of them was...
I remember that, and they phoned a takeaway, and it was like 140 quid or something.
Probably
like
something like that. They went to see a doctor, and the doctor's gone, right, what do you think are kind of healthy foods? What can you think? Try and see what your knowledge is about food. And this guy's going, lettuce, Trifle.
Trifle.
Those like, no trifle. It was a show on, that's all there. And Lorraine Kelly would get them on, and I'm no joking, it was the best series. It was on a channel like, it was one of the mad channels, like Living TV or something like that.
Dave or something.
I'd love to be able to find it. I've still got the all on Facebook. Philip, he's always trying to sell things. Who was he was trying to sell on Facebook the other day? He was trying to sell
His daughter.
he was trying to sell a flea bat, kind of bat that hangs with fleas.
Aye.
And he was trying to sell his air fryer.
Oh, who's buying a second-hand air fryer, man? Turn it up.
I can't.
Do you see talking about that, like Daft Families online? Do you know who the Whitakers are?
Oh, mate.
See, one of them said a Wayne.
Greco, can you get me a can, mate?
There's a new Wayne.
Sorry.
There's a new Whitaker Wayne.
Right, hold on, see, just to get this right, sorry, my tiny wee notion for a drink. See, so hold on, is the Whitakers this family that live in like bumfuck Indiana?
Aye, and they're all hungry. What you want, Grado?
Any diet, son? No.
Aye, so like you say, they live in the outback, basically in like Tennessee or somewhere like that. The back.
Is it no Virginia?
Something like that. And they're all inbred. They're all like married to each other and all that.
It's very interesting.
Do you know something? I love them.
Aye.
There's no a bad bit in them. Do you know what I mean?
No.
They're just they're victims of circumstance. And, but they've got a new baby. One of them said a Wayne.
Oh no.
I don't know who it was. I watched the video. I'm subscribed to their channel on YouTube and all that.
He goes and takes them for haircuts now, doesn't he?
Aye, man. There's one where they takes him to the story is it's like a guy that's kind of a bit of a benefactor for them. They allow him to film documentaries with him, but he's good to them. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Like you said there, and
he's always saying, "Look, don't become known here in person." These folk.
Aye, exactly. So there's one episode where he takes them to the supermarket to do their big shop,
right?
And one of them's hurt their leg, right? But every person he passes in the shop, he's like they can't talk. Some of them can't speak.
I just watched the way you do this.
I know, and he's rolling up his trouser leg, and he's pointing out his sore leg to every single person that he passes, right? And see these people, man, they're actually quite inspirational because they've got nothing. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? They've got nothing.
They just stay in an old barn, don't
they? They've got nothing, and I'm saying they're inspirational as if I wanted. Alright, how you doing? My favourite cousin or something like that. You understand what I'm talking about, do you know what I mean?
I hear you, brother.
See the guy who made, I don't know if it's the same guy, but the guy who made the first kind of footage of them.
Yep.
He was on Rogan. He had a really interesting interview on Rogan about them.
It's him.
Is it the same guy?
He's the only person. But he does other documentaries as well, and it's just face-to-face interviews with...
Aye, some of them folk are it's too dark, mate.
Aye,
like the guy, don't get me wrong, I like some of the kind of ones that are not as heavy as like the guy that pulls the switch on the electric chair.
Oh, I've not seen that one.
He's alright.
Have you seen the one the last...
I mean, technically, when you think about it, he's a serial killer. Do you know what I mean? Because he's killed that many folks sitting in an electric chair.
I suppose when you think about it like that, and the law changes that, but if it was doing it in his house...
Homos? He's doing homos?
He's getting the lamp tuned into the chair. Like, just sit there, baby. Oh, you want me to put the lamp on? Oh, that's another one down, Gene.
You still doing homos, David?
Listen, I've got somebody with a recliner. What can you do with that? No. But there's one that he does, and it's with one of the lassies that escaped for like the Night Stalker or Ted Bundy or something like that.
Aye.
So, mate,
horrific.
honest to God, you wouldn't think that these stories were real.
No.
Honestly.
Sorry, mate, I'm just looking in case Joe Henry pops.
Say his name.
I don't know if he knows much about football.
I don't know, but what could we get
What
could we get him to talk about?
Joe Hendry's called. Joe Hendry, local
Look
hero.
Look him up, Joe Hendry, Impact Wrestling.
Will we talk about football? What do you think? Could you want to get off your chest, son?
Football at the weekend, what happened? Both Celtic and Rangers won. Hearts beat Aberdeen.
So
St Mirren beat Motherwell.
So I watched the highlights. Kelly and Hibs, I watched that. Kelly, Hibs were really unlucky because they could have been up 3 or 4 now in the first half, and I thought that was a good.
Kelly don't know when they're beat sometimes this season. Do you know what I mean?
Because I think in the first half, man, I mean, even right for the start, Boyle nearly scored within the first 6 or 7 seconds.
Got the ball and just ran like mad.
Aye, I just it scunners me sometimes when I see everybody will go, oh, geese peace, but why Rangers never go for the Boyles and the Shanklins? And I know I'm going to sing to death about this, but honest to God, I'd much rather have them in the team than what we've got now. So I do.
No, do you know something? I understand the point that you're making, but are they going to do any better than what's there now?
Aye, they would.
The only thing is they know the Scottish game, right? But I don't think there's anybody with any other teams in Scotland just now, and some of the Rangers and Celtic players as well aren't at the level. None of them are at the level that's
But
required.
some of the Rangers players, there's a lot of the players have not got. Are they not at the level they require?
That's what I'm talking about. I say it's like other players for other teams, but also
Yep.
players in the Celtic and Rangers squad.
I mean, Danilo, what was it? 13 minutes, 14 minutes into the game, scores a goal, gets a sore face. It just gets worse and worse and worse and worse.
I know.
I said a wee bit more than a bare face.
Well, we love this Syrian.
Mate, his fucking face is caved in.
I know.
I remember when that happened to Big Nastorovic, who played for Celtic.
Yep.
Danilo will be running about with one of your Batman masks.
He posted last night on his Instagram that he should be back on the park in a few weeks.
Wow, that's crazy, isn't it?
I just remember it happened with McGregor.
Yep.
I was at that game actually. The noise after that would have fucking curled your toe hairs.
Really, what actually happened to him?
It was against Alloa, and it was just like a 50-50.
Was that the away game?
Aye, in the cup.
Oh, you went to that?
Aye, that's what I said.
No, but I didn't remember.
It was a
Because I always wondered, because it was standing. I thought, how the hell could you see the game?
I was right behind the goals.
I thought that.
Aye. But it was anyway, it was the noise with it. Oh, it was
Was
horrible.
it sickening?
Aye, really bad, like a gun going off.
I mean, that looked sickening on the Saturday. Did you see it?
I didn't see Danilo's injury, no, but
Oh man, it was really, really, really bad.
he got me some points in my fantasy football, so
Oh, did he for scoring a goal?
aye. And he was my vice captain as well. I don't know why the fuck I had him as vice captain.
Well, I didn't know who Shanklin was the captain of Hearts.
Shankland?
Aye.
He doesn't even start all the games and he's the captain.
No, but that was a good result for Hearts.
Good goal by, was it Oda? The young Japanese boy that they've got.
Aye, I
It was
think.
a good finish.
Yeah,
And
Boyce scored the
Boyce
goal. I
gets
think that was
that
his,
one, aye.
because he's just back, isn't he?
Aye, he come back at the start of the season, but he's doing well. I like Liam Boyce, man. I think he's a good player.
He's a great player. I think Aberdeen are struggling now.
Aye,
I don't even think they've scored a goal, have they? Have they scored a goal?
Aberdeen, they have scored 3 goals, but they've conceded 9. They are joint bottom of the table on 2 points after 5 games.
I know. Who they bottom with?
St John's.
St John's.
So 2 teams without a win.
That's crazy.
And then Naismith, obviously, he obviously created a bit of a kind of. He was just announced last week as the new head coach. It was a funny one, I know, wasn't it?
Is that him got his qualifications in that now?
Maybe that's what it is.
No, that is what it is.
Is that what it was?
Aye. Aye, it's what it is, aye. But anyway...
It was always a case of he was the manager, but Frankie McAvoy was the face of the manager.
Aye, we knew that, but they had to do a bit of Chelsea jiggery pokery.
Yeah.
Aye.
You know what I mean, to get round the rules. Fair enough. You know what I mean? It's if that's what they need to do to get the man that they wanted, then fair play to them.
Go to tick off some boxes, didn't they?
That's it, box tickers.
St Mirren and Motherwell, did you say?
1-0 to St Mirren, wasn't it?
Apparently St Mirren didn't play that all that well as well.
The stats certainly favour Motherwell.
Aye, Motherwell apparently had a really, really good game. They
It was
just
a
couldn't
good goal.
score.
Good goal for St Mirren.
Yep.
So it was. But they're going great guns now.
Who's that, Motherwell?
St Mirren.
St Mirren.
St Mirren are second in the league, aren't they?
They are indeed 2
Aye.
points behind Celtic.
Yep. And who's going to stop them is the question.
St John's and Rangers game. I don't know about you, Greco, but bored out my not watching it. Are you at it?
No, I didn't make the game Saturday, but I agree, I was bored. And it's been like that since Beale took care.
Yep.
Aye, I'm bored as well. I'm bored of Celtic.
Aye.
They won, what did we win? 3-1? They scored, didn't they? 3-0, was it? And it was just going through the motions, mate. Like I said, that even watching that Feyenoord game last night, I didn't see the whole game because I had to go to work, but they're so pedestrian. Honestly, there's no gung ho to them. There's no creativity in the middle of the park. I'm not enjoying watching them now, and I think it's very apparent that I'm not the only one. You know what I mean? It's boring watching them.
Aye.
It is, it's shite.
How's your team getting on, Hamilton, Ben?
Oh, mate, I was waiting for you to ask. 93rd minute winner at the weekend.
Wow. Oh, did you see the goalie last night? Lazio goalie?
Aye, the Lazio
aye.
goalie scoring in the last minute. Crazy. It's crazy.
Aye, anyway, 93rd, one important, 93rd minute winner for the Old Ackies. Still
Wow.
unbeaten in the league, just behind Falkirk.
Great stuff.
There we go.
Great stuff.
So you've only dropped 2 points and you're not top of the league.
Yes, I think that's right. With Drewy, Sterling.
It's a
Aye.
goal difference job.
Yep, there you go. So
Fair dues.
I think, no disrespect to the rest of them, I think it's a 2-horse race already between Ackies and Falkirk.
Oof. We need to get John in when it comes to the end of the season and they're head to head
Oh,
for
that,
who's
that
winning the league.
that would be brilliant.
That would be good.
When do you play each other, actually?
Soon.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be nice to be special for Patreon. Get his bare ass wrestling in the car park. That'd be great, wouldn't
I'm
it?
sure it's in October.
We should make them cycle without a seat. Whoever gets to Brockville first wins. Is Brockville still a thing? Who knows? Falkirk Stadium.
Any other football stuff you want to bring up, too? Do you want to do your results for the rest of the league?
the
What
results-
is going to go up?
No, there was a point made that Kyogo doesn't really suit European football when Celtic are playing in Europe. What's your thoughts on that, Toal?
Did he shite himself last night in that wall?
Do you know what? He shouldn't be on the end of the wall. Right?
He's the smallest player in the park.
Who said that?
Matt O'Neill. That wasn't good.
He's quite right though.
But that's what he was saying. He was saying there was no way he should not have been in that position in the wall.
No, he definitely shouldn't have been. But he was, and the boy scored the free kick. Joe Hart should have had that covered. But he saves a penalty, doesn't he? And
Oh, did he save a penalty last night? As I say, I never even watched it.
he
I
saves
just
a
saw some of
penalty.
the kind
Aye, so I don't. Do you know what? European football has got no attraction to me this season.
Is it not?
Really, I don't know why.
Is everything alright, Chris?
Aye, but it was.
Is there anything you want to tell me?
I just feel as if we're on a hiding to nothing, mate.
Hmm.
And it's, I think, like Atletico Madrid and Lazio away from home could get embarrassing. One of them ones, you know what I mean? I might be wrong, I hope
Well,
I'm wrong, but
I mean, we're talking. What? Oh, there's Joe Henry. What
Our
is?
goalkeeper's already scored more than what?
There's Joe Henry.
He's
Why?
just in the
Why
whole
talk to him?
group.
See what he thinks about the football results.
aye, bring him up.
We need to give thanks to CBD Oil Scotland.com. Big thanks to our sponsors. It has, without a doubt, one of the best CBD oil products that they have in the world because we've been using it on ourselves, we've been using it on our pets, and we've seen major differences. Anxiety, aches and pains, sleep problems, you name it. This
See,
gear for
even
me,
if you're struggling for a shite,
aye. Well, it makes you. Well, the thing is, it makes you regular.
Yes.
You know,
it does.
it kind of resets you back to a sort of normal mode, a sort of safe mode. So CBDOilScotland.com, you can get it in vape, you can get it in liquids, you can get it in gummies, you can get it for the pets. It really is
Do you know what it
worth
gave me?
checking out.
Do you know what it gave me yesterday?
What?
90% CBD.
Holy shit!
Right. It comes in a syringe.
Is that how you
You have to
actually?
put.
Hold
Is that
on.
how you?
Get this right.
Is that how you fought Donald Trump with Scotland?
It comes in a syringe, right? You put the size of a grain of rice on your
Right.
finger and massage it into your gums,
Aye, because it goes in fast.
and you start to smell colours.
Do you realise it that good?
It
What does
chills
purple smell like?
you. Grapes.
Lavender.
Lavender.
Remember Scottish Squad? Remember we had lavender in the back of the car?
That's what we did, aye.
Jasmine.
That's right.
Oh, that's good. Somebody come up to me in Asda and went like, hey,
What?
Dempsey and make a piece. And just walked away. Remember I said that to you? And,
What did you say again to me?
remember I was calling, what would you call your man again?
PC Singh.
What's
Manny.
Manny. You and Manny, and I was making up all the different old detectives,
Aye.
and I says Tango and Mash, obviously because
Fat Tiger.
Fat Tiger, there's been a burger and all that, right? And I went like that to him. Oh look, there's Dempsey and Make a Piece, right? And nobody's ever mentioned that sketch to me before.
That's funny when somebody brings up something like that that you don't
I know.
think that they would
I
say.
actually had to. I was like, what was that for again?
Aye.
And I asked her, he's like, Dempsey and Make a Piece, and just walked away. I was like,
What's the original Dempsey and who?
Dempsey and Make Piece.
That's brilliant, man.
Make a piece.
Dempsey and Make a
Tango and Mash.
Tango Mash, a good one, man. I like that.
Aye, but anyway, what were we talking about again before?
Well, then a CBD read.
Aye. So if you're struggling to make a piece, take some CBD and that'll get you right on the right road.
30% for all our
Yes.
Pint and Two Shots listeners.
It is CBD 30 as the code you can use at checkout, and it is
right
on
there.
screen. No, it's there.
No,
It's there. Aye. The
Grado, where
link's
is
in
it?
the description.
There is. WCW Star Glacier.
Oh,
an actual glacier.
there's Dempsey and Makepeace.
Try to find a photo later.
Sorry, Ben.
Cheers, boys. Thank you very much.
No, but at the checkout, use CBD 30 for a 30% discount. It's on the screen, and it is CBDOilScotland.com.
And you know what? See if you're already part of the Patreon and you've no bought anything off yet, which is your prerogative. Ask people in the Patreon chat in the Discord
Aye,
if
because
they've
there's
bought
not been their
it.
experiences.
And I'm telling you this now, they'll all be reading off the same hymn sheet as us. Well, I read off a different hymn sheet for these two.
Aye, but
They're Church of Scotland and that, know what I mean? So
different demographic, you know what I mean? But
It's practically the same songs. There's only one bit different in a prayer in it. It's like Hallowed be thy name or something. What is it again?
Aye, so it's
life is
CBDOilScotland.com.
a mystery.
CBDOilScotland.
Something to do with trespassers and all
CBDOilScotland.com.
that in it.
What?
Something to do with trespassers. Not mind.
Reasons or trespasses.
Aye, there's
Forgive those who trespass against us.
As we forgive those who trespass against us.
something like that.
And deliver us not from temptation.
I never
some-
knew when we started that should be started.
And lead us not into temptation,
Lead us
but
not into
deliver us
temptation.
from
For
evil.
thine is the kingdom.
The power and the glory.
CBDOilScotland.com.
Get yourself to mass. So Josie, I've not seen you for a long time,
I know
man.
it's been a while, hasn't it?
What have you done anything since I've seen you
It's
last?
been, it's been an interesting year. It's been
Tuck
quite a
right
while.
into the mic for me.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. Do you know when he's talking like that? The reason he's talking like that is because Grado has to put on a fake American accent.
So
when
Americans
he's in
can
America.
understand him?
No, legit. Like
I know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Aye.
We phoned
What's the
them-
point?
Exactly.
Yeah, we phoned them the other week from America. Started talking, couldn't understand them, and Scott was like, "Put on your American accent." And
Hey
he-
guys, what's going down, y'all? Can't wait to see y'all in October.
Never
They
tell
love
you about the time Spud phoned me and I was in the bath. He FaceTimed me. I was in the bath and he's like, "Show us your cock." Right? I goes like, "I'm not showing you my cock." He's like, "Just as well, look who I'm in the car with." He turns it round and it's Big E, Xavier Woods and fucking and Kofi Kingston. I'm like, "Thank fuck I never get my cock."
Oh, it's funny. So, guys, this is Joe Hendry. He's a professional wrestler.
I suppose I better watch my P's and Q's with Joe.
Aye, he's,
You know.
he's, by the way, see this guy here? Mate, ask him a subject about anything. He's so intelligent. He's been at uni, hasn't he? Have you got a degree?
Yeah, so I've got a master's degree.
See what I mean?
But, I hate talking about it.
No, what
You know,
I hate
here's the
putting
thing.
myself over it.
Where did you get a master's degree in?
Business and marketing.
Telling you, mate.
Do you know the first time I seen him? First time I even met Joe, he was the fucking lead singer and head lead guitarist in a band.
So the song was good.
Aye,
wasn't it?
and we were in box, remember?
Yeah, I've had a bit of a weird life. I've just done everything that I kind of wanted to do, and there's
I like
lots
to
of ups and
think-
downs, and now
There you go.
we are.
I like to think I'm responsible for you a wee bit.
I like to think so as well.
Oh, what did you do?
No, because see when I seen him on
There are
stage,
days
I was
when I
like,
wake up and I just think, you know what? If
Toal,
it
if it wasn't for Toal. Right, but listen, you're laughing and you're making light of this, but I'll tell you this now, right?
What happened?
So, I see him on stage in the band and I goes like that to you. Renfrew in Dallas, I mean like, that guy's got more charisma than half the wrestlers in ICW, and somebody went, he's actually trained to be a wrestler.
Oh, so it's all your fault then,
And I
aye.
went like, get this guy booked, and then, who was in the first vignette that you were in?
That's true. That's very
See?
true. Yeah.
See?
Oh yeah, that is true. And they
Yep.
had like the door.
Yep.
You remember that? Yeah.
It was like a wee tiny door and it had Mr. Toal on it.
But honestly, see, ask this guy about any subject, he'll probably know something. But think of a subject.
Alright, go
peanut
for it.
allergies.
But no, you've asked that before. That's cheap. You asked that example
10 pin
every
bowling.
single time. What's that?
10 pin bowling.
Get something about 10-pin bowling.
10 pin bowling.
That's a fucking smart now, aren't you?
Well, but the thing about 10 pin bowling, asking about that topic is you either know it or you don't. You're better off asking me about something where there's some problem solving or thought.
Right.
A dilemma per se.
What's happening with inflation?
Okay, what's happening with inflation?
here
The
we
issue
go.
that we have with inflation is that inflation is currently out of control. It is inflating much faster than wages. and prices are inflating even faster than that. So what you have is people's ability to buy is on an exponential decrease. So where basically people think that if they get a small raise, I got a raise, whereas you're actually fighting against inflation and prices. And unless you're increasing your income by about 25% per year, you're losing money.
Very likeable, this cunt, isn't he? Very likeable, man.
Not when he gives you
say
stats
that,
like
but
that.
most people hate me, so, you know.
I don't know anybody that hates you.
No, I don't. I did, as I said, I did hate him at the start when he tried to beat me at the cheeseburger contest and he was taking it serious.
Tried to beat you, absolutely destroyed
he
you.
did beat me, but I was telling folk at the start
You
of the
didn't
podcast.
even eat a quarter.
You were because I was rough for the night before, but you were staring right at me as if to say, "I'm going to get you."
I'm coming for your spot.
That is probably true. That is probably
and
true.
it was pathetic. Can I just say it was pathetic? But
Didn't feel
he's-
pathetic when it won, though, to be honest.
But he's come on to a game now. He's wrestled Kurt Angle, hasn't he?
Yes.
Wrestled Kurt Angle. He's a digital champion. Has he won it?
I lost the belt, unfortunately.
fuck.
It's big Tommy Dreamer that's got the belt.
Oh, is it? Did
Tommy
he beat you?
Dreamer's got
Did
it.
he beat you?
He didn't beat me. Tommy couldn't beat me.
What do you think about Rangers and Celtic? Be honest.
What about it?
Like, what do you think? Like, I know you're an Edinburgh geezer, but what do you think about Scottish football?
I mean, this is the thing. I wish I loved football. I wish I loved football because my family all love football and they all bond over it. And I'm just like, I can't. I've tried so many times to watch it. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Fair enough, man.
And
If it's not your thing, it's not your
I
thing.
wish I could get a hypnotist to just make me love football.
What about rugby?
What about the hypnotist that gave him the gastric band?
Oh, that was a sham.
Yeah, no way.
A virtual gastric band.
What?
I guess
That didn't work out.
No, it lasted 3 years. Because
I remember
that
you-
night and I
you
went for a
defeated
try.
the car.
But I bet you for that 3 hours you were like, that's what, by the way? That's what, by
The
the way?
weight's falling off me.
I can't believe it. Honestly, I don't even want that kebab anymore.
14 stone in a day.
Right, so you're going on, you're saying how intelligent Joe is and he is, and you know something, you're the sort of person that you turn your hand to something and you're good at it. And I've
Thank
always
you,
said
appreciate
that
I
about
hate
you.
folk like that, but...
Mate,
You do.
Mate, he entered a wrestling competition for a laugh, an
Oh,
amateur.
no! Listen to this.
Listen
No,
to this story.
This is a
right?
good story, right?
So he entered
You got to the Commonwealth Games?
Aye.
Aye, right.
If you let me get to it, for fuck's sake.
This is Greco, put your laptop in.
Right, so we were filming a documentary called Insane Fight Club 2, right? And they wanted to get Joe into it, and they're like, what can we do? What sort of segment can we do to get you into this documentary? And he's went, well, there's an amateur wrestling tournament. I might just enter it and see how I got on. Now, did you come second in that one? And you had never done amateur wrestling before in your life?
The worst thing is I didn't know the rules and I was beating the Scottish champion 8-0 and I only needed to, if I'd have just ran away from him for the last 30 seconds, I would have been Scottish champion that day. But I didn't know the rules, so I just got greedy and kept trying to get more points, and I got like turned over and pinned. So I did lose, but
Aye, but then he
Aye,
ended
but
up...
then a couple of years later, you're competing in the Commonwealth Games.
He was in the Commonwealth Games as a wrestler.
That's cool.
Aye, by the way, he didn't know the rules. That blows my mind. That blows my mind. However, are you any good at the yes or no game, Joe?
oh.
Have we got questions?
Well, you just make them up off the top of your
I
head,
bet
don't
he
you?
is good at this.
Right, so you've got 30 seconds, Joe, right?
For per question or
No,
like just
30
as many
seconds,
as you can?
and you cannot say yes or no.
Okay, right.
Aye, you remember Des O'Connor and he used to date with the wee bong?
No.
Des O'Connor, no? Right,
It's a gong, not a bong, fuck's sake. That would have been a much more interesting TV show. You said he done it with a bong.
See, honestly.
Well,
Yeah.
Your name Joe Henry.
What would it? Right, okay.
Right.
You can't say yes or no. Right?
No, you cannot say yes or no. If you say yes or no, bong, you're out. You're dead.
Okay, you'll get this name.
Gong, you're out. No.
Right, you going to do it?
Aye, well, I'll try. But if I'm struggling.
Right, okay.
Hi, Joe. Is Joe your name?
It is.
Do you like that name?
I do.
Is it short for Joseph?
It is not short for Joseph.
Do you have any dogs?
I have one dog called Gromit.
What age is it?
He is 5.
Is it brown?
He is fawn.
Where do you come from?
I come from Edinburgh.
Is it a big city?
It is a big city.
What's the second biggest city in Scotland?
Actually, the second biggest city probably is Edinburgh now.
Do you think it deserves to be the best?
I think it is the best. I think you were about to ask me if it deserves to be the second biggest, which isn't how landmass works.
Do you know what 2 add 2 is?
I do know what 2 add 2 is.
What's the answer?
It's 4.
Is that,
four?
is that an easy sum?
It was a fairly easy sum.
Where is Chicago?
Chicago is in Illinois.
Are they famous for deep dish pizza?
They are famous for Philly. No, what?
Ah!
said no. He said no.
White
By the way, he's fucking raging.
I'm absolutely raging. You know, I thought if you talk about, I literally said Philly cheesesteaks. I was about to say that, like, the answers in the name.
He's not that smart, he's a dumb fuck. So, Joe, you are going to be competing in the Impact Wrestling UK tour. Just before you let you go, you might
I
talk
don't
about
care
that
anymore. I'm so mad. How close was that? How close was that?
I think I was about 28
close was
seconds
that?
or something like that, by the way.
So what happened? I need to, honestly, I'll be replaying this and I'll go never again. And then the next time, like over the next couple weeks, I'll be standing there just staring at you
Just
again.
at the far end of
just
the-
like that burger contest going, let me in. Let me in.
That's brilliant, man.
I'm honestly, you know my personality. I'll be furious about it.
See what I mean?
For weeks.
I
For
know,
weeks.
I know.
All right.
He's an odd cat.
I'm pretty odd.
Tell us about the Impact tour.
Don't deny that. So basically, Impact Wrestling, we are touring the United Kingdom. I'm still trying not to say yes or no. But
United Kingdom?
Yeah.
Yeah!
I said that. So we are coming to Glasgow on October 26th. Then we're in Newcastle on October 27th. And we're in Coventry October 28th and 29th. This is like the first time Impact has done a full tour in the UK for 8 years.
I was there last time.
Were you?
Yep, at the Hydro.
That was the Hydro. That was when
I was there.
Drew debuted
Yep.
for Impact, wasn't it?
And
It was
no,
from Grado, but I'll Snow, but I had
Oh, well,
and
yeah.
it was also it was Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Aye,
Yeah,
exactly.
I was actually at that show. I do remember.
It was
that.
great.
It was.
Yep.
Well, we're in a state now where Impact is on an upward trajectory. We made some really good signings. The product is. I genuinely believe we have the best TV show in wrestling at the moment. Like, I'm very proud to be a part of it, and we're very happy to have you back.
Yeah,
You're going to be joining us on this tour.
Yes,
so,
so there you go.
we're super excited about that.
Making my return because of
That's it.
a bit of cash, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. Really, I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully you guys can get out to some
Do
of
you
the shows. You know,
ever wish that you should wrestle in the six-sided ring?
I did.
Did you?
I've heard it's quite difficult to bump in.
Oh man, I struggle with 4 sides. Never mind fucking 6. I was all other camp, and I'm no joke.
What have you ever?
Here, Mitchell.
What was the biggest botch you ever made in an Impact wrestling?
The biggest botch probably was in a 6-sided ring against Abyss, and I wrestled in a Monsters Ball match.
Mate, you wrestled LA Knight, didn't you?
I wrestled him more than anybody. I wrestled him like at one point like
Did you not do a ladder match with him?
a ladder match
in-
live on
Remember, he
Impact.
was absolutely greeting when I made that entrance video for him.
Aye.
Yeah, absolutely greeting.
He took that the wrong way, didn't he?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Aye.
What, he was upset about it?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
aye,
he, like,
man.
Oh, he's no one of the ones, is he?
Aye.
Do you remember?
I love him, but he's a fanny.
Do you remember Kennedy had to turn away when you done your Pokemon video?
That was so weird.
Mate,
that was so weird.
He actually broke Kennedy. It was brilliant.
I tried to email him about like 3-4 times.
That was
beforehand.
brilliant, that one.
Yeah, I tried to email him about 3-4 times beforehand. Say, hey, this is what I'm thinking. He didn't get back, so I was like, well, you know.
So what Joe used to do was when anybody wrestled, he made a music video about them and ripped the arse at them, and everyone.
What's your favourite one?
Boom,
Boom, boom, boom, boom. Jack Jester's
in my room. That's brilliant. That's
It's
superb.
so good, man.
Aye.
We done one, in fact, in my flat, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, it wasn't a music video, though. It was
it was like a
Keane.
promo. Yeah.
Keane was Lewis Girvin.
Yeah,
in
so
the
he was
dress.
the best young wrestler, so we got your son to
That's
parody
right.
him and be
That's
the
right.
best.
That was a
young
good one.
wrestler.
That was funny.
Yeah.
But my biggest botch, I had to wrestle in a Monsters Ball, and I thought because it was a hardcore match, I'm going to wear jeans. Of course, I broke fucking some thing with jeans.
Oh, you couldn't
All
wrestle.
pre-marked ones, man. See, trying
Was
to get up the
it
top rope.
wasn't Primark jeans.
It was
TV,
pre-marked jeans.
right, okay.
It was.
You know they're gonna rip.
They were about £6. They never ripped, but I'm trying. It's 6 sides. I'm trying to get up the take up the top.
Especially with your banger.
Correct. big all American number.
It's not Hogan's flagpole.
Anyway, Joe, thanks very much, mate, and we'll see you soon on the tour. Do you want to plug your Twitch? Still doing that shit?
No, I do not. I do
you know?
I do not. I love how he's happy for me.
You're still doing that
We're
shit.
just very, very focused on wrestling at the moment, and like I say,
wow.
we're excited to come back, and I'm excited to see you wrestle.
Have you still got nice sense of smell?
That is true. Yeah, I brought my nose. I think twice since we last maybe saw each other.
So it's not going to get any better by the time.
No,
so
it's
then,
not. No, it's
you
not.
can't smell anything.
Nothing.
Use that to look at instead.
I had a bit of tummy trouble earlier, Joe.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
Brilliant.
It does. Oh, cool. Mate, thanks very much for
no
coming
problem.
in. I really appreciate it. It's good to see you again.
Thank you.
Always a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you. It's great to see you.
Always a pleasure. Listen, we never get a chance to go through the results this week.
So it's been a bit mental episode this week just because we both put out last minute and all the rest of it.
Exactly. So if you need the results, you know, it's a wee bit. You were a wee bit far on now. I'm not going to lie to you. You can get them from anywhere.
Aye, Google.
Get them from anywhere.
Livescore.com.
Aye, or an app on your phone or something. Just go back to the weekend there. Also, like to thank Joe for coming in.
Yeah, great guy.
Doing a wee turn for us. But
That was nice.
he's the reason why you never get the results. He turned up when I was about to read them. And Grado, what else is happening? What are you doing this weekend?
Tomorrow I'm in a place, it's just close to Mull.
It's like you're started.
Aye. Who are Rangers playing this weekend? This other team. That's what it feels like that.
Mull.
Aye. Mull, so I'll bring you back some cheddar.
Oh.
And then that'll be me to Friday, and then at the weekend, I don't think I've got any plans for the weekend. To be honest
So
with
you
you.
have the radio on that this week because you've got...
No. I managed to do the radio and then we drive up, so like a 5 hours drive. So
Oh, that's a nightmare.
aye, it's quite.
I only seen Campbelltown on the map for the first time yesterday.
Mate, it looks like
I thought
Bobby.
I thought it was up north.
Do you know what it looks like, Bobby?
There's a common theme on
It's aye, and apparently they use it. They use it for They use it for sexual harassment training somewhere.
Do they?
Then they show a picture of
Sexual
Campbelltown.
harassment. Panda. Remember that?
Aye,
How good is South Park?
back in the day it was great.
I'm away to watch it. Catch you later.